Aloha, plantriotic friends. I am here in Maui, on the island of Maui in Hawaii, on a vacation, and I just came back from the Big Island, hanging out with some fruity friends, which was so much fun, eating tons of durian, and I am so happy here in the tropics. So I want to talk about a concept that is really big in the vegan, plant-based, and just health community in general, and that is eating healthy while you're traveling on a vacation or traveling anywhere, because this can cause a lot of stress for people, and I think if you have some easy tips and tricks, it can relieve a lot of that stress and you can actually enjoy the vacation like you're supposed to. So really, it all depends on where you're going. For instance, I'm here in the tropics in Hawaii, where there is an abundant amount of fresh, local, organic fruit. So I really have no trouble coming here on a vacation and eating, because I know anywhere, in any town or city I go, I can find a local farmer's market and get bananas and papayas and even durian when I was on the Big Island. So it really all depends on where you're gonna go. But if you're going to a place outside of the tropics, like Southeast Asia or Hawaii, and you're in a place that maybe it's gonna be a little more tough to find healthy food to your standards, the first tip that's super easy is check out happycow.com or get the Happy Cow app. It's the largest database of vegan, healthy restaurants around the entire world wherever you go, and that's a really good first place to start to see what the vegan and health community is around there, and if you're gonna have an easy time finding restaurants to go to. Now, we all have different standards for what makes us comfortable to eat. Some of us eat vegan foods that maybe are fried or with some oil or even cooked, that some people aren't comfortable with that. So you need to decide for yourself how willing you're able to go out of your comfort zone and also obey your health standards. So if you're going to a place where you really don't think you're going to be able to eat at restaurants, there'll be fried food or highly processed food and it won't make you comfortable, one thing, if you're eating cooked foods like I did for a few years on a vegan diet, is to plan ahead and prepare and dehydrate your own cooked food. So that's something that I actually had a lot of fun doing. Stuff like pre-cooking at home a couple weeks before your vacation, brown rice and lentils and quinoa and even beans. And if you cook all those things, which takes a while at home, a few hours, you can then dehydrate them and bring them along traveling, because they're very light, there's no water, and if you've already cooked them, it's very easy to just boil a cup of water. Even if you're at a restaurant, I've done this before, say, hey, here's a little dehydrated food, can you just put it in a cup of boiling water? It'll literally take the restaurant 3 minutes to do that because the food's already cooked, and then you can have a fresh and healthy cooked meal. So that is one really smart thing, and you can just buy a dehydrator online. They go from super cheap, $30, to, you know, Excalibur dehydrators that can be a little bit more expensive, but really all you need is simple stuff. I even, would do potatoes and garbanzo beans, kidney beans, quinoa, and it was super easy, and that made me really comfortable, and you can buy, and you can bring a lot of them at the same time. Now the next thing is bring foods that are easy to package and to bring around. Like nuts and seeds are super easy because they're not very perishable and they don't weigh a lot and they're not going to get mushy in your bag. So really, with those tips right there, that's gotten me through over 2.5 years of traveling on a plant-based diet. And you'll always be able to go to places that are going to have things like simple salad greens. You really don't need to bring those to another state or across the country, because pretty much any restaurant you go to, even if they're not specifically a vegan restaurant, is going to be able to give you, a big bowl of fresh, raw salad greens and vegetables, so that's always easy. And, the final thing is, if you're planning a vacation, you haven't even planned it yet, and you want to make sure you're comfortable doing this, go to places that you see people in our community going to. Like, I have so many friends now that are living in Hawaii, or Costa Rica, or Malaysia, or Thailand, and if I'm planning a vacation for myself of where to go, instead of going, maybe somewhere in Norway where it's going to be really hard, or Iceland, to eat a raw vegan diet, try to make your vacations around places that you know are going to make you comfortable and that you can eat healthy, sustainable, fresh foods. And vacations are times to relax. They're not times to get stressed. And I know for a lot of people, mainly people who are starting a plant-based journey and think that, if they're a raw vegan and if they eat, 1 cup of rice, that they have to throw everything out the window. And that's really not true. So practicing a little bit of non-attachment when you're vacationing instead of getting stressed, because it's an unhealthy practice, just like eating unhealthy foods, to be stressed. So on your vacations, plan ahead and prepare. Try to go to a place that will cater vegan food. And if you are in a high level in your plant-based journey and maybe you're eating raw foods like myself and you're in a bind where you can't get fresh ripe fruit, don't kill yourself and, beat yourself over the head for eating a cooked meal, because you know that that's not going to have a massive effect on you. You're going to be able to go back and eat healthy, fresh, raw foods later. And if you have a good time on your vacation, that is a nourishing, healthy act in itself. So thanks so much, guys, for watching this video. If you like it, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the kinds of foods and fun and experiences I'm having here in Hawaii, make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. Everything is Plantriotic. And I've been recording some awesome podcasts for my iTunes show here in Hawaii, so check out the Plantriotic podcast on iTunes. It's free. I put up an episode every Monday. I'm gonna go hit the ocean, can't wait, and probably treat myself to some fresh, ripe apple bananas that I bought at the farmer's market today. So have an awesome break if you're out on winter vacation, and I'll see you guys later.